Welcome back. I am Keeks.
I'm Squeaks, and we're talking AEW Full Gear. And if you went on our channel, you'll notice that we've had videos from that.
You saw our little clips, so here's our. We're gonna just do a quick little summary of all the things.
Because dwelling too much on AEW is painful. So, starting the first match, it was a trios match between Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Neon versus the Don Callis family, Takeshita, Hichinero, and Okada. And first of all, it was a treat to see Mystico and Okada live. That was fun. But
First of all, no. The treat was showing up late to your own match.
first of all, not only did he show up late, he was obviously in his wrestling gear. So
he was just driving around like that. Fantastic. Okada, this is why Takeshita just wants to.
beat you up. Bro.
Yeah, he wants to kick you right in the nalgas.
And it's a fun little, back and forth with those two.
Fantastic.
And I actually enjoyed this match because it is one of 3 matches that didn't require blood.
Thank you for that, by the way. We appreciate that.
And the winner of that was El Sky team, which was Mystical tapping out Hechishiro.
Yes. Now, also may I just include the fact that after said match, we have been notified that the Continental Classics has begun.
It would begun.
Well, would begin. Beginning of the times. Anywho, and we're gonna get more into the
no, we didn't
Continental Classics later on.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of the Don Callis family within that lineup. Should be fun.
So we went from that to someone I keep asking about. And it's finally he's wrestling Pac against Darby Allin. And, again, Darby Allin, you expect, stuff.
Darby stuff.
Like flamethrowers and stuff. But this was an actual straight up match.
Yes. Good job, boys.
Who won? I forget. Was it Darby? Did Darby win? I don't think he did. No, he didn't win. He didn't win. I remember now because Wheeler Yuta came in and distracted the thing. Pac hit him with a baseball bat. And
because Yuta is going to hell.
Yeah, so that was a really good match. It's a really good match as compared to what came later. Because we're still, we're 3 matches in and there's no blood. The third match was the 4-way tag team match between the Timeless Love Bombs. What are the Babes of Wrath?
Yes, that's Willow Nightingale and my girly pop, Harley Cameron.
Sisters of Sin, which I really think they're just wasting away.
Just go away.
No, I want them to do more, but to actually do something with this demonic thing that they got going on, they don't do their. Penelope Ford, no, Marina Shafir and Megan Bain. They don't have a name.
They're just those girls.
The stipulation of this match was that the winner got to choose the stipulation for the next semifinal match in the inaugural AEW World women's
Tag
tag
team
team. That's a lot to say. And I'm reading it from my phone. So, like I don't know this stuff from my heart. I could never. Because AEW.
Again, we would still love to come out to a scrum.
If it's not after 12 o'clock. Some people...
I appreciate sleep.
The winner of that match was... Timeless
Love
Tony,
Bombs.
Yeah.
So Timeless Tony Storm.
And Mina...
Yeah,
wow.
Mina Shirakawa.
Or as Jim calls her, the text can be right here.
Anywho, next up, which was a match
So I don't know. I don't. Depending on how they filmed this,
exhausting.
We may be in the background of this because a lot of people got thrown into the exact place where we were sitting. It was FTR against Brodito, and the match had more false finishes than one would need to throw off suspicion of who's going to win.
And I'm still sad it did.
Because even though
Bandito, you did your thing out there, buddy. I'm just gonna start there.
Even though FTR won, Stokely still gets no hose.
He gets no hose.
So.
And at some point, I will post the fantastic picture of.
It's gonna be on our. It's gonna
Stokely
be on the YouTube. We can
pass out on the ground. That was.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful, and at some point, I don't know why. I felt like FTR was gonna bother me.
Oh yeah.
Like spit gum at me or something. I was waiting for it.
They had one shot.
Because there was one moment where they came into the ring the first time, and
they came within our area.
Is it Cash Wheeler? Which one is the one with the stupid mullet? Is that Cash or is that Dax? I think it's Cash. Cash Wheeler was the one.
It's Cash.
And he's on the top rope, and I'm looking up there, and I'm like...
He was saying things.
And then he looked at me and double take. Like he saw me before, and we've never met. And if you look at me like that, you obviously want troubles. So, book the match. Book the match. After that, we had that. Really? That's how many people were in that match?
Yes, it was a casino gauntlet match.
12-man casino gauntlet match for the inaugural AEW, not NWA National Championship.
It came out to being 12 because that's where they stopped the numbers and stopped counting and stuff.
I stopped counting at like 6.
I stopped counting at 8.
But so Bobby Lashley
and
Shelton Benjamin
were the starts of this. Now, there will also be a later video that we'll probably pin somewhere at some point discussing how, again, leading back to the Continental Classics, people have been saying that Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, Hurt Syndicate, they refuse to lose.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that.
We will discuss that later on. But they started off this match, and can I just say that those two going against each other for that first, 4 minutes? Was it 4 minutes?
Hardly.
3 minutes?
It was a minute or so.
It was...
Wrestling goes by so fast. It just feels like it's a long time. But yeah, no, they did their lockup.
They had a couple lockups that was there.
A little bit of, little amateur wrestling stuff.
It was a brotherly tussle, which was fantastic, and you saw which way it was
then
gonna go.
Came out Ricochet. Ricochet came out with a mic, and he was like, nobody wants to see this pro wrestling stuff. They want to see a fight. And, Ricochet, maybe consider what you're saying. Because who would ever want to watch a pro wrestling match in a pro wrestling pay-per-view?
Nobody wants to see that. But we do want to see Ricochet laid out on the ground, which I also have a picture of.
But two highlights that I would say were in this match. After Bobby and Shelton got railroaded, they eventually returned to the match,
and
like giant monsters.
They did their job, and they hurt people. They
destroyed everybody.
So many people.
That was the first one. The second one wasn't anything amazing.
It was a fun moment. At least we may not be talking about the same moment.
Probably not even talking about the same thing. That's why you
say yours.
Not interrupt people when they're talking.
Say yours.
Mine, and actually, it's funny. Jim Cornette hated this, and that's fantastic. It was between, what's this man's name? Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
We were talking about the same thing.
They did this little back and forth thing, kicking, jumping, spinning around, doing all this stuff. It was cute, okay? It wasn't like anything that belongs in a wrestling ring, really. Not really, but
because
not
it was
really.
The moment where they were friends and they had to realize, oh, only one of us can win.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We already had that with Shelton and Bobby.
But this was a real moment of, we're gonna have this little moment.
Yeah, but we already had this established with Shelton and Bobby.
Yes, but Shelton and Bobby did not even attempt to pin one another.
Because
these two attempted to pin one another.
They're smart enough to understand how to run this match, as in the kayfabe, as them planning to not bother each other and worry about that at the end. But not Kevin Knight and Speedball. The nerds.
Needless to say, the winner of the match was
Needless to say, we haven't even said his name until moments ago. Ricochet won because everyone was just dead, and who did he pin?
Kevin.
Yeah, pinned Kevin Knight. Nobody knows how, but that's what happened.
I really don't remember how that happened. Somebody hit
Ricochet won.
Ricochet did win. So, good job, Ricochet, and the Demand.
And now we begin our descent into the sickness. And so,
I'm going to take my glasses off for this one. I don't want to see it.
Now we had Kyle O'Reilly versus Jon Moxley in a no-holds-barred crap fest.
Kyle,
you deserve better.
You are our favorite Kyle.
You are the best Kyle.
You're the best Kyle that we have.
The thing is, you shouldn't do matches like this.
Should never do
things.
It makes
no sense.
You're a wonderful soul.
You wrestle better than Jon Moxley.
You are a true professional wrestler.
Jon Moxley cannot have a wrestling match without weapons, and it's becoming tragically clear that he is this era's New Jack. And I didn't like New Jack. He was the one thing in ECW that sucked. So, we all know Kyle O'Reilly has this MMA style gimmick thing where he's like, a shoot fighter of sorts. So, he's good at striking. He's good at submissions. Moxley isn't. And somehow
he stabbed him with a fork
15 times in the head.
He forked him.
And it was the most nauseating thing. He stabbed him in the head. He stabbed him in the back. He stabbed him in the hand. And the nipple. Because this is pro wrestling. And
this is why our favorite Kyle won.
This match went on for 20 minutes. In the finish, The finish. The finish was Kyle O'Reilly wrapping a chain around Moxley's leg, adding nothing to the hold, and making him tap. And the worst part about this, yeah, not being stabbed 100 times with a fork. The worst part of this is not the story following Kyle winning. It's the story following Moxley tapping out. And I'm using the word story very lightly because in this moment, the word story is doing a lot of heavy lifting. 20 minutes. Continuing on, we got another Kyle. I just realized that it was a Kyle after Kyle match. And it was Mark Briscoe.
And our least favorite Kyle.
Against Kyle Fletcher in a apparent no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship. Had he lost, Briscoe, spoiler, he wins. Had he lost, he would join the Don Callis family.
Nobody wants that.
So the match had everything I hate.
And that Kyle yelled at me.
I don't
You probably don't even realize that it was me, Kyle. But I asked you very politely and very nicely, what were you looking for? And you yelled, a fresh one. That's mean. I was gonna help you. I was gonna give you my chair.
So,
But you mean boy.
Not only did they throw chairs, which I hate, they threw
throw
ladders, which I hate.
We're sorry about that. There was some technical difficulties, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blame Don Callis since we were talking about his boy, the protostar, Kyle Fletcher.
So
the least favorite Kyle.
Yeah, so what we were saying, or what I was saying, was the things that this match had. It had everything that I hate in it. They threw chairs.
Shouldn't do that.
They threw ladders.
Rude.
They had ladders.
Very rude.
They had thumbtacks.
God.
They had tables with barbed wire on it.
Unnecessary.
And a screwdriver.
Who keeps that under the ring? Like, what? Why?
The issue. Now, let's just assume that people would say they did that because it was a feud and it was that important of a feud to have those weapons. I say no. I say that both Kyle, especially Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Briscoe are talented professional wrestlers who can run a match without all the gimmicks. They could have did it. Definitely
so
could have did
close. So close.
And then it wasn't. And then it just became it had a case of the Moxley.
But needless to say, as we already informed you, that Mark Briscoe did win that match. Kyle Fletcher
Securing his first singles title in AEW since arriving in AEW.
sounds accurate.
Sad if it's accurate. But remember earlier when we were talking about the Continental Classic? After this match, it was found out that they were going to do the Continental Classic tournament. Mm-hmm. And Don Callis is back there talking with Okada and
Takeshita. And of course, they're all in the tournament. And
well, see, it was a little bit more dramatic than that. It was,
it was
Takeshita
so
saying,
dramatic.
Takeshita saying that he was going to enter that tournament. But then,
of course, Kyle wants to go out there and ask, where were you guys when I lost my belt? And of course, that means I'm going to enter the Continental Classics to get belt back again. Because who is Kyle Fletcher without a belt? He has no idea.
So, those three Callis family dudes are going to be in that match. And I kind of have to apologize. I'm actually out of order. This segment happened after the match that came to follow. Because the match that followed was Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. And it was apparently for $1 million.
It was.
And it's a trios match. So,
it was.
Like Okada and Sin Cara, which I'm going to call Sin Cara because I can't keep remembering Mystico. It was a treat to see Omega wrestle live. But
he lost.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
They did.
They did.
I don't remember how.
Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express did lose their match. That's a thing. But we got a beautiful moment out of it. Because of course.
Because first of all, who holds $1 million just out and about without
in Newark?
Guards? Yeah, in Newark. There's nothing stopping anyone from jumping over the guardrail and getting that money. But I digress. The nice wholesome thing was the fact that the Young Bucks, after winning and taking the $1 million up the ramp with Don and Callis, saw Josh Alexander and the rest of the Callis family beating up on Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
So they effectively turned babyface.
And they went out and they saved Kenny and of course dropped their money. So maybe somebody owes them a little bit of cash. This went into
the whole segment with Okada, Takeshita, and Fletcher because they had the money with them.
They have the money.
And they were going to...
they secured the bag, basically. And somebody should definitely give the Young Bucks some form of a paycheck. They are fighting hard.
By the way, the Kyle Fletcher and Briscoe match was 25 minutes long.
Nobody needed 25 minutes.
Then the trios match with Omega and the friends and people was 19 minutes long.
Tony, we gotta talk about how long these matches are.
Well, that says nothing because the next match was even longer than that. And it wasn't all that entertaining. In fact, I believe that their last year match was a lot better than this year. I'm talking, of course, about Chris Statlander and
Mercedes Moné. And her 500 belts.
Miss Hogan herself. Yeah, she definitely doesn't have creative control because, I mean, she obviously won all of those belts on merit alone.
I still love you, Mercedes.
Can we talk about what
No. Chris, that's just between the people and you. Because we saw something.
Probably.
Maybe.
We can't really.
But we're not going to discuss it because girl code.
It's also irrelevant compared to the fact that your match went 23 minutes. Baby, that's a long time. And honestly, like I said, that match was not that good. Your match last year was much better. Probably because I didn't really care for the match. Probably because I didn't want to see Mercedes win another belt. But listen, I get it. I know nobody else wants to say it, and we talked about this a little bit. I don't think we talked about it a little bit about people who don't want to win.
Who don't want to lose.
Who don't want to lose. Sorry, yeah. Who don't want to lose. Did we talk about that? Briefly.
Briefly?
No. Yes.
Sort of.
Maybe.
Kind of.
Listen, I'm just going to put this here, and we'll probably talk about it later. Mercedes Moné does not lose matches
when she has something to lose.
Yeah.
She's not going to lose the title.
So let's say that match was title for title. She wasn't going to lose. The fact that she had absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain, that was an okay thing for her to lose. Mm-hmm. Not to mention the fact that she's highly likely going to win the inaugural. Wait, how is she going to win that? She's not even in that match, is she?
The tag teams?
Mm-hmm.
No, not anymore. She was eliminated.
She was eliminated?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Because it was going to be her and Athena.
What happened?
I want to say Athena got hurt.
So then it's postponed. Her win is postponed. Alright. I get it. So she's going to win it later. Doesn't matter. Fact is, she's going to win it. And then who knows if she'll ever win the
My heart
world
still
title.
says it should have been Ty J in the first place, but that's besides the point. Now on to the last match, because we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up pretty soon.
16 minutes. This match was 16 minutes long. And I'm going to add the extra minute for the entrance.
I'm going to say it was 10 minutes too long.
It was the tag, not the tag, the world title cage match between Hangman Adam Page and
Samoa Joe.
Mr. Sweet Tooth himself. You really gotta watch that show.
I'm not gonna watch that show.
You really should. It's really good.
It really is, but I'm not gonna do it, and I'm gonna tell you why in another episode. But as for this match, first off, once again, blood.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he just had a lot of water today.
The second that man, Samoa Joe's big old head hit the cage. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be nice. The very moment that his head hit the cage, he was busted open. That was only maybe about 2 minutes into the match, maybe 3.
The first tie-up, he got sent into the cage and started bleeding. And when we say bleeding, we're not talking like, a little
cut. No.
He got massive color.
He was a tomato.
Mm-hmm.
He was a tomato.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
The fact he did not die is amazing.
The fact that he didn't pass out from the amount of blood loss, because I can literally sit there and see it dripping. By the time the match was done, that ring looked like my shirt, and that was just.
And the winner was Samoa Joe. Oh, and yeah, you should. Statlander won her match. The thing is, though, the issue here, well, not an issue. The best part of this thing was the fact that you had a surprise visit from who else? That wasn't
the big surprise part. The big surprise part, which also surprised no one, is that the person who came out to help him was the person that turned on him. Hook.
Is that his first name or last name?
Why, Hook? Why?
You can't have a single name like that.
You were doing so well. And then you just
Was
confirmed.
Was he though? He was
Oh, yep, I'm an op.
He was hanging with
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, the fat guy. And like, get out of that situation fast.
It's like you went back to your kidnappers. Like, I don't get it. You went back. You said, "Hey, look, I'm an op."
Do they still have the
And
trios belt?
Yes.
So that means that Hook, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata.
Hook doesn't have a belt.
No, it's gonna be Hook, Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs as the trios champion, and then you have Samoa Joe, the leader, as the world champion. So basically, the Death Riders all over again.
Do we really think?
Yes, I do.
That
Yes,
Samoa Joe
Yes.
will just willingly, here you go, Hook, for all your good work.
Yes.
Here's the title.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. Because what does he need that rinky-dink title for? He's the world champion.
Because he's Samoa Joe and he wants everything.
No, he doesn't. He just wants the world championship.
We'll see.
He doesn't need the trios champ. Nobody needs the trios championship, in fact. So that can go away.
And then, of course, they start beating up, and the Ops Dojo
These guys.
don't listen either.
The Avengers of the Indies.
These jobbers came out and they decided, hey, we're gonna beat up on Adam Page, and they do their whole thing, and now enters back Swerve.
Whose house? Get up.
Just
Well, how does he do that dance again? Okay. All right. It's the new music, but
it is new music.
But he's still doing the same dance.
Still doing the same thing, which I have no problem with. Respect to you, Swerve Strickland, and Prince
Man is
Nana.
huge now. The guy is huge.
He is beefy.
He's huge.
He's beefy. And according to my aunt and mother who were watching this live, according to them, pretty. It's pretty, man. I didn't say it. But yes, so he is back and teaming up with Adam
boyfriend.
Page.
They're secret lovers. That's what we're not. I don't know. They're definitely something. It's
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, it's a tag team no one asked for, but it's a tag team we're all gonna get. But they need one more person. They need one more person.
They just need a buddy.
Who's
They need a friend. We already know it's not gonna be Will Ospreay. He's out for like another 4 months.
Idiot.
Let us know, Will, if you're coming back or not. Actually, you probably won't let us know, but hope to see you back soon, Mr. Ospreay.
Yeah, and stop arguing with Jim Cornette.
Keep arguing with Jim Cornette.
Stop.
I believe in you.
Don't do it. Don't stop arguing with him. Just sit in bed and get better, bro. I don't know how to do your voice, but do that.
That
Don't.
was really bad, actually.
Yeah, well, you know what? His
I
voice is
appreciate you, bro.
terrible.
Anywho,
He can flip, he can dive, he can
do so many
stuff,
things.
but he cannot talk on that mic. So I don't care.
Promo classes. Anywho, that was the whole Full Gear. That was our second Full Gear. Wow.
Second in a row.
Second in a row.
And I don't know if we have any more because I have a feeling they're just gonna get bloodier, and I don't feel like putting myself through that.
I can't deal with much more blood.
New Japan is gonna be in Jersey though.
Yes. New Japan will be in Trenton, New Jersey, coming up And let's see, this is February 27th.
Yep, Trenton, New
A
Jersey.
new beginning in the USA.
Cure Arena. Like, this seems really cool. Bullet Club. Gotta get my Bullet
We're
Club
gonna we'll just post that there. Here's the QR code. Wait, I'm gonna get that. We're gonna try to post this up later. I don't. But yeah, that's a thing.
We're probably gonna go to that.
Highly likely going. Maybe New Japan Wrestling will treat us better.
Yeah. Yeah, probably treat us better than the guys down the street, that's for sure.
We're talking about you, Tony Khan.
Yeah, Tony, you gotta let
and
people...
Mr. Polovec.
You guys gotta start letting your stars do
Speak to
interviews.
people.
Please, because, come on. Like...
We're nice people.
Yeah. We're not gonna make anyone look dumb.
Exactly.
It's not what we do.
It's not.
We're
supportive. Anywho, that's our show for today. Hope you enjoyed. Please go ahead and take a look at our shorts for all the other updates that came from Full Gear. And we will keep watching so you don't have to all the time. Keep watching. Anywho.
Likes and subscribe down there. Push the buttons.
Push the buttons.
Push all the buttons you see down there. Just push everything. And we'll see you in the next one. This is
Keeks.
And I am
Squeaks.
And this was
Keeks, Squeaks, Speaks. Bye.